Today's story time is going to be a catch-up session, just where I answer some questions that I get from you on social media. Let's do this. What to do? My name is GUNDi and welcome to Story Time, where the tagline is expect anything. And honestly, you should, because anything could be discussed, could be shared, could be unpacked, could be nitpicked, could be shown. Like, you must just be ready. Just be ready. Yo, I am fighting a cold, but of course I know that victory belongs to Jesus, so I'm hanging in there. But yo, anytime is phew. But don't worry, it's not COVID-19. It is not. Why? Because no weapon formed against me shall prosper. That goes for you too. Alright, so the channel name is Unleashing the Giant Within. We currently have 3 segments. On a Monday, we have Monday Motivation. On a Wednesday, like today, we have got Story Time with myself. And then on a Friday, we have got our Christ-centric content, which doesn't have a name as yet, so I'm open to any suggestions. There's a lot happening, but I do get some questions on social media, and that is what I want to tackle today. So if you don't know me, my name is GUNDi, as mentioned. I'm available on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Instagram. There, feel free to ask me questions, whatever, feedback, challenge me, whatever, okay? I also do take in some suggestions. So there are people that hear something that I've said and they want me to unpack it. Some people are just curious about certain things. So for example, last week, Friday, we dealt with something and I had my first official flop. Oh, the embarrassment. So if you watch the clip, I was answering questions from some avid viewers of the channel, namely Lindiwe and Lebo. Lebo had submitted a video. The video went into edit. The final product has me introducing Lebo, and then has me straight after that thanking Lebo for her question. But Lebo is nowhere to be found. Dololo. Like, yo, I did not notice until someone named Tumi Bella, who also has a channel on YouTube, by the way. Please find her, Tumi Bella, Tumibella. She contacts me and she's like, did you mean to ABCDE? When I look at this clip, guys, did my husband go in and laugh at me? Like, I was touched here, And here I am like, yeah, okay, let's, what, Lebo. And then I'm like, thank you, Lebo. Like, guys, there's no gap in between. There's no video, nothing. You know how stupid that... Woo, guys, but like, I have no idea to this day. I was just like, whatever, the devil is a liar. Oksalayo. The answer was enough. It was sufficient enough for us to all understand, right, what Lebo was asking me. But like, yeah. Excuse me. Hey, Barocco is deep. I should be in bed, medicated. But anyway, back to what we're doing. Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. And thank you, guys. We are nearly at 300 subscribers. Not bad. I know that such channels don't grow at the rate that they should. Unless I was on a TV show already or so this is literally organic growth, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Anyway, so one of the most frequent question I get from people is, where on earth did my husband come from? Because at one moment I was an advocate for living a pure, holy life as a single person. All of a sudden, I'm saying I'm Mrs. Duba. Lela, I'm as surprised as you are. But we're literally going on 1 year of marriage. We are a month away to celebrating our 1 year traditional wedding, and we are 2 months away from celebrating our actual marital spiritual nuptials. So yeah, so long story short, let me just share what happened. I was single. 2019, I was single. He just came and caused the greatest whirlwind around June, July. We made it official in September 2019. We traveled to go see my mother in Durban, and then before that, obviously, he spoke to my dad, and so that was that. He notified who he needed to notify, and the thing started rolling. We were hoping to be married by December of 2019. Don't ask me why we're rushing. And then we ended up being traditionally married on the 29th of February 2020. So remember, last year was a leap year, hence there was a 29th of February. And then we got married at the church. Very intimate wedding, one of the evenings in March 2020 as well. So that is how it happened, but it wasn't a long thing. When they say courtship, like, it's important where you guys meet and your intentions are really, really clear with each other, and you know what it is you want and you agree on what it is that you want. And I bless God because he has blessed me to be serving in a prophetic ministry, and he's allowed me by his grace to access the same realm. So it made the process a little easier for me, I would like to believe, than it would be for most. It does matter, guys, so much to have a strong relationship with Christ and real, like, genuine intimacy with the Holy Spirit, because you bypass a lot of issues. People have asked me time and time again, how do I know that he's the one? How did I know that he is the one? I will share that with you one of the weeks. Unfortunately, it's not part of the schedule of content that's supposed to go out. So I don't know, maybe next week, Wednesday. But I want it more for Friday because there's a lot of unpacking that needs to happen, because people seem to not realize what a pivotal and integral decision this is. And people get married for all sorts of reasons. They get married because this guy's got money and he's promising money for the family. They get married because they're lazy and they don't want to work, and they see this person is just going to look after them, get them a house and buy them a car, nice clothes, whatever. They get married because they want a status symbol that goes with that, because as people of color, unfortunately, it seems to be an accomplishment, it's an achievement to get married. And it's so unfortunate that that's the case, and you seem to get some sort of istunzi and some respect when you are married. It's a lot, but people get married for the wrong reasons. As Christians, those that are tired of living a holy life, so that are not fornicating, meaning they are waiting for marriage to actually be intimate sexually with someone, usually rush into marriage because they just want to have sex. There's a lot, guys. There's a lot. But all I can say is that was the case. We courted for 6 months at most, but within 6 months we were married, and we are extremely happy, and I don't see anything getting in the way of that. And I bless God because we have grown in the word as a couple, we have grown in prayer as a couple, we've grown in weight as a couple. But the seriousness of it is there's been so much growth for me as a person and for him as an individual, so that together, even as a couple, there is growth, and that for me is so important. And honestly, there's a genuine fascination that I have with him, and I learn new things about him as I go, and it's a beautiful journey. I don't even want to lie, it's absolutely beautiful. And just to share that there was a lot of God intervention to ensure that I landed up in the right place. I don't know the nitty-gritties on his side, but for me, God's hand was there, and you can see that there was potential for me to have made the wrong decision and land up in the wrong place, because it's not like people were not trying to marry me all the time, but I needed to land up with whom God had ordained for me specifically. So there's that. People ask me, about my feet. I'm gonna sneeze or not, either or, you know, whatever. There are people that know that for years I had very swollen feet. People call my feet cute. Some would be like, when I'm wearing sandals or whatever, it's been a sore point in my life, and they've been asking, how are your feet? My feet is gorgeous. My feet are lovely, thank you very much. They are not fully healed, so they are not like proper the way I think they should ideally be, but they are so much better. I do notice that the swelling does increase when I've gained weight, but when I'm at my ideal weight, which is between 47 to 50 kilograms, my feet are great, really. Also, yeah, I still am not sure how this works, but I went from a size 6 to a size 4 some years ago. So yeah, I'm currently wearing a size 4. I have been for just over 10 years now. It's still funny to think about, actually. I really want to sneeze, but it's not coming. Like, it's just sitting there. It's just sitting there. It's just sitting there. Anyway, so that was that. And then I think the funniest thing that I do have from people is when I was a child star, particularly during the days of YoTV, there's a show I did before that called GUNDi, which was a ripoff of Barney. I had this tooth, this one here, yeah, it used to sit up here, and people would be like, oh, I think it's Entle, let's see your tooth, and I'd be like, and then they would know. That's how they would recognize me. That was like a trademark. So now when people don't see it, they don't understand where it went. And I never wore braces, and literally, guys, you model your own body, you model your body. I had something called isgwete. I have no idea what that is in English. Maybe it's isgwete, I don't know, but it's where you walk and your toes are facing each other. And literally how I fixed that was walking up against the wall. So I put one foot in front of the other, but up against the wall, and that was my practice round. That was the first thing I did. Second thing, with the teeth specifically, so I had this tooth up here and these ones were back there somewhere. There was a disaster here. And literally all I would do whenever I found a chance, which was whenever I was idle, is I would shift my teeth physically, like you know, I'd move them. So you know that braces have a similar concept. You're wired in and they kind of tightened to move your teeth in a specific direction. So that's all I did, but with my teeth over a long period of time, and that's my smile, you know. So those are just little things I thought I wanted to share with you guys, but I do want to share in depth, maybe not word for word, as to what happened between when God started telling me about my husband and how I chose him. I do want to share the journey of my feet and the things that I discovered prophetically. And hey, yeah, the demonic is peculiar, you know, to put it mildly. But also I do want to share a bit more, and I do appreciate the people that do send the questions. And of course, like these guys, if you do want to remain anonymous, you will remain anonymous. But other than that, thank you for watching. I will see you on Friday, where we start with the person of the Holy Spirit. Okay, thank you so much. I love you. Stay blessed. See you on Friday.